starlight fell softly on the sweet county Kildare. A whisper of wind stirred the damp Irish air. In the warmth of the straw, beneath shadows so deep, a young prince awakened while the rest were asleep. No crown on my brow, just the dew on my face, a silent descendant of glory and grace. The elders spoke low in the midst of the dawn, of ancient stone ledgers where legends are drawn. They looked at my shoulders, they measured my stride, and whispered of battles I'd taken my pride. The Ballydoyle stables stood quiet and stone, but the air held a prophecy meant for my own. Before the great thunder obscures the sweet sun, a king in the cradle, a spark in the coal, to rewrite the ledgers in letters of gold. The flatlands are calling, the boundaries fade. Here in the mist, where a master was made, my bloodline was royalty, flawless and clean, the finest of lines that the world's ever seen. Yet I was just learning the touch of the ground, the rhythm of hooves, and the speed of the sound. I listened to ghosts in the wind blowing free, who told me the English turf waited for me. Oh, hold to the turf where the green rivers run, before the great thunder obscures the sweet sun. A king in the cradle, a spark in the coal, to rewrite the ledgers in letters of gold. The flatlands are calling, the boundaries fade. Here in the mist, where a master was made. The seasons will turn, and the gates will swing wide, and the world will remember the grace of my stride. From the quiet of Ireland to the roar of the crown, no rival will catch me or tear my name down. But tonight I am small in the emerald fold, a beautiful secret the morning will hold. Oh, hold to the turf where the green rivers run, before the great thunder obscures the sweet sun. A king in the cradle, a spark in the coal, to rewrite the ledgers in letters of gold. The flatlands are calling, the boundaries fade. Here in the mist, where a master was made. Oh, hold to the turf where the green rivers run, before the great thunder obscures the sweet sun. A king in the cradle, a spark in the cold, to rewrite the ledgers in letters of gold. The flatlands are calling, the boundaries fade. Here in the mist, where a master was made.
The morning mist hung low upon the grass. I watched the shadow of the yearlings pass. They labored hard against the rising hill, while I stood steady, confident and still. I felt the iron muscles in my chest, a quiet power distinct from all the rest. Then with a nod, the exercise began. Across the emerald earth my spirit ran. No heavy thudding on the limestone soil, no desperate strain, no agonizing toil. Just fluid motion cutting through the air, leaving the others frozen in despair.
See the smooth strider glide across the green, the finest motion that the world has seen. Unfettered grace upon the rolling land, a perfect master of the turf's command. The rhythm builds, the steady heartbeat trills, as speed awakens on the Irish hills. The stable lads would gather by the rail to watch me vanish like a phantom trail. They said I didn't run, I seemed to fly, a dark bay silhouette against the sky. Each stride of a poem, effortless and long, the rising verses of a champion's song. Oh, see the smooth strider glide across the green, the finest motion that the world has seen. Unfettered grace upon the rolling land, a perfect master of the turf's command. The rhythm builds, the steady heartbeat trills, as speed awakens on the Irish hills. The year is turning and the world will see the absolute definition of the free. They'll try to match me on the racing floor, but I will leave them at the stable door. For I am built of rhythm, heart and pride, the smooth striding king of the rising tide. Oh, see the smooth strider glide across the green, the finest motion that the world has seen. Unfettered grace upon the rolling land, a perfect master of the turf's command. The rhythm builds, the steady heartbeat trills, as speed awakens on the Irish hills. Oh, see the smooth stride glide across the green, the finest motion that the world has seen, unfettered grace upon the rolling land, a perfect master of the turf's command. The rhythm builds, the steady heartbeat trills, as speed awakens on the Irish hills.
The Irish sea was crossed with steady pride, a young prince rising on a shifting tide. They said the English tracks were fierce and cold, built only for the stubborn and the bold. But as my hoofs first pressed the foreign soil, I felt no hesitation, fear, or toil. The autumn air of Newmarket was bright, the grandstands filled to witness youthful might. They drew the gates and the crowd began to roar, a sound unlike the ones I'd heard before. But panic never touched my regal frame. I ran to conquer, not to play their game. Two-year crown, no weight or rival burns his banner down. Undefeated on the emerald floor, the crowds are cheering, begging him for more. With defiant brass and thunder in the chase, he claims the realm with his blistering pace. 5 times they line me up against the best. 5 times I put their running to the test. The Dehurst Stakes, the railway and the rest left every critic stunned and dispossessed. They searched for flaws within my perfect stride, but found only an unassaulted pride. Behold the king who wears the 2-year crown, no weight or rival burns his banner down. Undefeated on the emerald floor, the crowds are cheering, begging him for more. With defiant brass and thunder in the chase, he claims the realm with his blistering pace. Winter comes to freeze the paddock gate. but in my stall I quietly await. The 2-year battles have been won and signed, the ordinary thoroughbreds left behind. A grander ledger waits for the summer sun. The Triple Crown has only just begun. Behold the king who wears the 2-year crown. No weight or rival burns his banner down. Undefeated on the emerald floor, the crowds are cheering, begging him for more. With defiant brass and thunder in the chase, he claims the realm with his blistering pace. Behold the king who wears the 2-year crown. No weight or rival burns his banner down. Undefeated on the emerald floor, the crowds are cheering, begging him for more. With defiant brass and thunder in the chase, he claims the realm with his blistering pace.
June sun baked the chalk upon the downs, a sea of faces from 100 towns. The Epsom camber sloped before my sight, a battlefield of speed and raw delight. I felt the bit, the iron in my jaw, surrounded by a deafening, roaring awe. The gates blew open and dust began to rise, the frantic jockeying before my eyes. They pushed their mounts, they whipped and tried to lead, exhausting all their fury and their speed. But I just bided
bided time within the pack, balanced and lethal on the winding track. Hear the Epsom thunder shake the ancient ground, an uncontained velocity, a terrifying sound. Nijinsky breaks the field apart, he flies into the light, an absolute explosion of pure majestic might. The grandstands shake, the boundaries fall away. The king of the flats has claimed the golden age. We turn the corner, straighten for the run, the final stretch beneath the blazing sun. My jockey leaned and whispered in my ear the single word I'd waited for to hear. I shifted gears, I let the muscles strain, and left the field in agonizing pain. Hear the Epsom thunder shake the ancient ground, an uncontained velocity, a terrifying sound. Nijinsky breaks the field apart, he flies into the light, an absolute explosion of pure majestic might. The grandstands shake, the boundaries fall away. The king of the flat has claimed the golden day. They look like statues frozen in the past as I surge forward, beautiful and fast. The line was crossed, the history book was signed, the finest thoroughbreds miles behind, a sports icon untouchable and free. An immortal moment etched in destiny. Hear the Epsom thunder shake the ancient ground, an uncontained velocity, a terrifying sound. Nijinsky breaks the field apart, he flies into The autumn wind blew sharply across Doncaster's plain, a summer's worth of glory, of sacrifice and strain. 2 crowns already rested upon my aching brow, but history demanded the final ledger now. 1 elongated mile, 400 yards of stone, to prove that I could stand in the cosmos all alone. The doubters said the distance would break my perfect frame, that fatigue would steal the luster from my immortal name. The starting tape was lifted, the final battle cried. I carried all the pressure of a nation's ancient pride. My lungs were burning fiercely, and the ground was turning deep as we rounded the final corner where the legends sleep. Write the name in the ledger, seal the golden door. The Triple Crown is captured on the racing floor. From the Guineas to the Derby, to the Saint Leger line, an undefeated master of the turf's design. Let the royal brass re-echo, let the banners rise. The king of the flat racing turf never dies. My rival pulled abreast of me, and he challenged for my throne. He tried to claim the kingdom I counted as my own, but the spirit of a monarch refuses to give way. I found an extra heartbeat within the fading day. I lengthened out my shadow, I left him in the dust, a display of pure devotion, of absolute iron trust. Write the name in the ledger, seal the golden door. The Triple Crown is captured on the racing floor. From the Guineas to the Derby, to the Saint Leger line, an undefeated master of the turf's design. Let the royal brass re-echo, let the banners rise. The king of the flat racing turf never dies. Shouting has subsided, the ledger has been signed, the last to take the Triple Crown, leaving the rest behind. No other horse will stand where my heavy hooves have stood, a monument of muscle, of royalty and blood. The flatlands have been conquered, the ultimate mountain won. My face is turning westward beneath the setting sun. Write the name in the ledger, seal the golden door. The Triple Crown is captured on the racing floor. From the Guineas to the Derby, to the Saint Leger line, an undefeated master of the turf's design. Let the royal brass high from the dark shipping bay, as the shores of old Europe slip slowly away. The crowns that I won are all locked in the chest, as the ship carries me to the land of the West. Goodbye to Newmarket, to Epsom's wild roar. A new life awaits on a far distant shore. The green hills of Ireland have turned into stone, replaced by the bluegrass I'll count as my own. The limestone is rich and the water is sweet, a beautiful sanctuary for my tired feet. The American sun greets the king of the flat in the valleys of legend, where giants once sat.
Oh, carry the king to the bluegrass domain, where the memory lives far away from the strain. With cinematic grandeur and strings flying free,
A legend surrenders his crown to the sea.
the sunset is burning, the future is wide,
As the flat racing monarch settles his pride. They bring me the mares of the finest degree, to capture a spark of the magic in me. I watch the young yearlings skip lightly in the sun, and wonder which prince has the spirit to run. My racing is over, my ledger is clean, the fastest aristocrat the world's ever seen.
oh, carry the king to the bluegrass domain,
Where the memory lives far away from the strain.
with cinematic grandeur and strings flying free.
A legend surrenders his crown to the sea.
The sunset is burning, the future is wide,
As the flat racing monarch settles his pride. The shadows are long on the Kentucky plain, but my gaze wanders back to the mud and the rain. A new generation of warriors will rise beneath the grand weight of the steeplechase skies. I hand off the baton to sands in the north, where a bold warrior named Red Rum steps forth.
the bluegrass domain,
where the memory lives
far away from the strain. With cinematic grandeur and strings flying free,
a legend surrenders his crown to the sea.
The sunset is burning, the future is wide,
as the flat racing monarch settles his
pride to the bluegrass domain,
where the memory lives
far away from the strain. With cinematic grandeur and strings flying free,
a legend surrenders his crown to the sea.
The sunset is burning, the future is wide,
as the flat racing monarch settles his pride. were broken, my legs were full of pain. They said I'd never see the racing lines again. A pedigree of flatlands, forgotten and decayed. A crippled little gelding in the shadows where I stayed. But Ginger took the halter and he led me from the store down to the Southport shoreline where the distant seagulls call. The winter wind was biting, the beach was white and gray. The freezing Irish sea was spitting salt and heavy spray. I flinched against the water, the terrifying chill, as the incoming rollers broke against my iron will. But as the salt water washed across the agony inside, I felt the ancient healing power of the turning tide. Oh, wash away the sorrow, oh, heal the broken bone. Out on the Southport sands where the warrior stands alone. The dead legs are awakening beneath the heavy foam. The shifting tides of destiny are calling the champion home. No grandstands and no shouting, just the remedy of gray. Rebuilding a titan for a legendary day. Day after day we waded through the white and frothing surf, trading the manicured paddocks for this wild, untamed turf. The sand became my anvil, the sea became my forge. As the strength began to ripple, the spirit would engorge. I wasn't built for luxury, I wasn't built for grace. I was a creature born of iron, forged to take the chase. Oh, wash away the sorrow, oh, heal the broken bone. Out on the Southport sands where the warrior stands alone. The dead legs are awakening beneath the heavy foam. The shifting tides of destiny are calling the champion home. No grandstands and no shouting, just the remedy of gray. Rebuilding a titan for a legendary day. The pain has left the bone now, the soul has caught the spark. I'm looking toward the horizon, emerging from the dark. The Southport sands have cured me, the water set me free. And now the giant fences of Aintree wait for me. Let the aristocrats remember the smooth and easy stride. For the warrior of the sands is rising with the tide. Oh, wash away the sorrow, oh, heal the broken bone. Out on the Southport sands where the warrior stands alone. The dead legs are awakening beneath the heavy foam. The shifting tides of destiny are calling the champion home. No grandstands and no shouting, just the remedy of gray. Rebuilding a titan for a legendary day. Oh, wash away the sorrow, oh, heal the broken bone. Out on the Southport sands where the warrior stands alone. The dead legs are awakening beneath the heavy foam. The shifting tides of destiny are calling the champion home. No grandstands and no shouting, just the remedy of gray. Rebuilding a titan for a legendary day.
The Aintree fences loomed like walls of black, 30 giant barriers along the track. Far out ahead a shadow flew so clean, the mightiest Australian the world had seen. Crisp was a titan pulling far away, leaving the field behind in disarray. 20 lengths, then 25 he led, a blistering suicidal pace he bred. The crowd was cheering for the runaway king, while I was biding time within the ring. With every drop of sweat and iron stride, I kept my eyes pinned to his distant pride. Run him down though the muscles scream and tear, catch the flying shadow in the chilly April air. 12 links to find before the ledgers closed, against the fiercest giant that the world opposed. The grandstands are shaking, the finish line is nigh, underneath the heavy grey of the Liverpool sky. We crossed the Melling Road, the gap was wide, but I could feel the turning of the tide. The top weight champion was breathing deep, beginning to stumble where the shadows creep. My raspy breath was steady, hard and low. The Southport anvil taught me how to go. Run him down though the muscles scream and tear, catch the flying shadow in the chilly April air. 12 lengths to find before the ledgers closed, against the fiercest giant that the world opposed. The grandstands are shaking, the finish line is nigh, underneath the heavy grey of the Liverpool sky. Two strides to go, he faltered on the rail. His brilliant courage is starting to exhale. I surged past his shoulder, resolute and grim, to steal the victory from the edge of him. A grand national record written in the stone. The chase was over, and the crown my own. Run him down though the muscles scream and tear, catch the flying shadow in the chilly April air. 12 lengths to find before the ledgers closed, against the fiercest giant that the world opposed. The grandstands are shaking, the finish line is nigh, underneath the heavy grey of the Liverpool sky. Run him down though the muscles scream and tear, catch the flying shadow in the chilly April air. 12 lengths to find before the ledgers closed, against the fiercest giant that the world opposed. The grandstands are shaking, the finish line is nigh, underneath the heavy grey of the Liverpool sky. They loaded the steel in my saddle today, 12 stones of burden to stand in my way.
The handicaps are written to level the score, to ensure that the champion would triumph no more. But they didn't measure the depth of my chest, or the southport iron that puts them to the test. The grandstands were packed with a desperate cry, a nation's hope mirrored under the sky. They bet on my name and they cheered for my stride, demanding a sequel to flatter their pride. I looked at the spruce towering thick and so high, and carried their weight as I prepared to fly. Lifting the heavy weight over the spruce, unleashing the power, turning it loose. Back-to-back glory on Aintree's domain, defying the handicaps, conquering pain. Let the grand orchestra carry the line, a double-crowned monarch by sacred design. Each fence was a mountain, each landing a shock. The pressure was ticking away like a clock. The rivals were lighter, they surged at my side, hoping the lead weights would fracture my pride. But the heavier the burden, the straighter I run, chasing my place in the Liverpool sun. Lifting the heavy weight over the spruce, unleashing the power, turning it loose. Back-to-back glory on Aintree's domain, defying the handicaps, conquering pain. Let the grand orchestra carry the line, a double-crowned monarch by sacred design. Straight opened and the crowd was a blur. No need for the whip and no need for the spur. I passed them like shadows, unyielding and grand, the undisputed king of this rugged old land. 2 years in a row on the ultimate floor, they opened the ledger and gave me the door. Lifting the heavy weight over the spruce, unleashing the power, turning it loose. Back-to-back glory on Aintree's domain, defying the handicaps, conquering pain. Let the grand orchestra carry the line, a double-crowned monarch by sacred design. Lifting the heavy weight over the spruce, unleashing the power, turning it loose. Back-to-back glory on Aintree's domain, defying the handicaps, conquering pain. Let the grand orchestra carry the line, a double-crowned monarch by sacred design. was crossed, but someone else was there. A silver trophy vanishing into the chilly air. 12 stone, 7 pounds upon my aching spine. I gave them everything I had across the line. But history is cruel. It only crowns the first, leaving the valiant runner-up to swallow down the thirst. I stood there breathing hard, my head began to bow. The heavy weight of placement resting on my brow. The bridesmaid shroud was wrapped around my warrior pride as I watched the winners celebrate across the other side. I turned my eyes away up to the heavy gray, where the Liverpool clouds were drifting at the end of the day. Oh, look up to the clouds, keep your proud head high. There is a grander legend written in the sky. Though the crown was missed upon the muddy floor, the heart of a bridesmaid is the heart of something more. Listen to the wind, let the sorrow slide, for a true king never loses his unassaulted pride. Then through the mist of rain, a sudden warmth appeared, a golden whisper falling through the grandstands that I feared. An aristocratic voice, a high and regal sound, spoke from the quiet heavens down to the heavy ground. Nijinsky's spirit smiled down from his sunny plain, reaching across the years to ease my bitter pain. Oh, look up to the clouds, keep your proud head high. There is a grander ledger written in the sky. Though the crown was missed upon the muddy floor, the heart of a bridesmaid is the heart of something more. Listen to the wind, let the sorrow slide, for a true king never loses his unassaulted pride. You are the sand and spruce, the phantom monarch said. No piece of silver weight should ever bow your head. I ran the perfect lines beneath a summer sun, but your eternal glory is in the battles won. I caught my breath again, and I felt the iron rise, and stared back at the fences under Liverpool skies. Oh, look up to the clouds, keep your proud head high. There is a grander legend written in the sky. Though the crown was missed upon the muddy floor, the bridesmaid is the heart of something more. Listen to the wind, let the sorrow slide, for a true king never loses his unassaulted pride. Oh, look up to the clouds, keep your proud head high. There is a grander ledger written in the sky, though the crown was missed upon the muddy floor. The heart of a bridesmaid is the heart of something more. Listen to the wind, let the sorrow slide, for a true king never loses his unassaulted pride.
They said that I was aging, that my time was running short. An 11-year-old veteran is entering the court. The young pretenders gathered, with their feathers floating light, believing they could break the old commander in the fight. But age is just a ledger written by the faint of heart, and the Iron General is ready for his part. My joints were stiff and heavy in the biting Liverpool cold, a body built of Southport surf and stories to be told. They loaded up the saddle with the top weight handicap, expecting me to falter and to vanish from the map. But as I faced the giant spruce, I felt the phantom fire, the unyielding determination that lifts a warrior higher. Salute the Iron General, unbowed upon the field, the warrior of the sand and spruce who chooses not to yield. Though younger hooves are flying fast, he marches through the strain, a monument of pure defiance, conquering the pain. Let the heavy low brass echo out across the racing floor, an immortal commander fighting one more war. Around the final corner, the younger horses surged, as the physical exhaustion and the heavy burdens merged. I couldn't match their youthful speed, their easy fluid grace, but I gave them all the iron fury hidden in my chase. I locked my jaw and fought them down, refusing to give way, and claimed a proud heroic second at the end of the day. Salute the Iron General, unbowed upon the field, the warrior of the sand and spruce who chooses not to yield. Though younger hooves are flying fast, he marches through the strain, a monument of pure defiance, conquering the pain. Let the heavy low brass echo out across the racing floor, an immortal commander fighting one more war. The critics stand in silence as I walk back to the stall.
the greatest steeplechaser to have answered the call to legendary victories, 2 seconds on the sheet, a record of defiance that no rival will defeat. They thought the weight would break me, but it only made me grander, the absolute defender of this rugged, historic land.
Salute the Iron General, unbowed upon the field, the warrior of the sand and spruce who chooses not to yield. Though younger hooves are flying fast, he marches through the strain, a monument of pure defiance, conquering the pain. Let the heavy low brass echo out across the racing floor, an immortal commander fighting one more war. Salute the Iron General, unbowed upon the field, the warrior of the sand and spruce who chooses not to yield. Though younger hooves are flying fast, he marches through the strain, a monument to pure defiance, conquering the pain. Let the heavy low brass echo out across the racing floor, an immortal commander fighting one more war.
12 years of age, with the scars on my chest, one final time to be put to the test. They said it was madness to line up again, to push an old veteran through the limits of pain. But Aintree was calling, her gates open wide, and the soul of the Southport surf surged in my tide. The drop at the Betchers, the Valentine's turn, I flew over Spruce as the stadium burned. The rivals were falling like leaves in the wind, as the ultimate ledger was finally pinned. I shook off the burdens and I felt completely free, galloping straight toward my own destiny. Chase, an untouchable titan of time and of space. I straightened the lane for the long run in home. My hooves hit turf like the hot ocean foam. The commentator screamed as I opened the lead, astonished to witness such legendary speed, the crowd crossed the barriers and they flooded the site. An explosion of shouting, of tears and delight. Bring the grandstands down, let the wild echoes roar. The immortal third crown is achieved on the floor. At 12 years of age, he is breaking the mold, writing a story that has never been told. Rummy enters folklore, the king of the chase, an untouchable titan of time and of space. The line has been crossed and the record is done. 3 legendary nationals, one in the sun. No handicap steel and no passage of time could ever dismantle this mountain of mine. The cripple from Southport stands proud and alone, sealed in immortalized, unyielding stone. Bring the grandstands down, let the wild echoes roar. The immortal third crown is achieved on the floor. At 12 years of age, he is breaking the mold, writing a story that has never been told. Rummy enters folklore, the king of the chase, an untouchable titan of time and of space. Bring the grandstands down, bring the grandstands down, echoes roar. Let the wild echoes roar. Third crown is achieved on the floor, is achieved on the floor. At 12 years of age, he is breaking the mold, writing a story that has never been told. Rummy enters folklore, the king of the chase, an untouchable titan of time and of space. The shadows stretched long on the wooden stall door. My silhouette was frozen upon the clay floor. The tendon had shattered, the fabric gave way. In the heat of the battle, the dusk of the day, they wrapped me in plaster, they told me to stand, a captive of healing in this quiet land. Outside in the paddock, the morning winds blow. I hear the light step of the yearlings below. They run without burden, they stretch out their frame, while I am a prisoner, forgotten in name. The machinery of movement has come to a halt, a titan brought low by a structural fault. Trapped in the shadow, away from the hedge, of time in the stall, waiting to see if the curtain will fall. They said it was kinder to put me to sleep, to bury the memory in a trench dark and deep. But umbilicals looked at the spark in my eye and refused to allow his old champion to die. So I stand in the plaster, I suffer the strain, accepting the stillness, absorbing the pain. Oh, trapped in the shadow, away from the hedge, a broken down warrior on the absolute edge. The grandstands are silent, the turf is a dream, as the darkness encircles the fracturing scheme. Listen to the ticking of time in the stall, waiting to see if the curtain will fall. The great distance, another soul breaks, a rider who suffers the ultimate stakes. Bob fights in the ward while I fight in the dark, two ruined bodies defending the spark. The hedges are waiting, though distant they seem. We are matching our heartbeats to follow the dream. Trapped in the shadow, away from the hedge, a broken down warrior on the absolute edge. The grandstands are silent, the turf is a dream, as the darkness encircles the fracturing scheme. Listen to the ticking of time in the stall, waiting to see if the curtain will fall. Trapped in the shadow, oh, trapped in the shadow, away from the hedge, away from the hedge. Broken down warrior on the absolute edge. The grandstands are silent, the grandstands are scheme. Listen to the ticking of time in the stall, waiting to see if the curtain will fall. Was good, the stride was long and free, a picture of perfection you could see. The grandstand roar was rising to a hum as we prepared to let the speed succumb. Then came the noise that turned the blood to ice, a sudden sickening snap that paid the price. The fabric tore within my sweeping leg, no longer strong, no longer on its peg. I stumbled hard, the balance slipped away. The ground rushed up to steal the golden day. The pain erupted like a burning brand as I stood limping on the ruined land. Oh, the sound of the snap on the morning turf, worse than the crash of the ocean surf. The machinery breaks and the strength goes cold, a tragic conclusion for the brave and the bold. The doctors are coming, their faces are grim as the light of the future is starting to dim. They led me slowly to the clinical shed, where many a fallen warrior had bled. I heard the vets in quiet whispers speak, examining the tendon torn and weak. His racing days are done, they softly said. The spark within his running lines is dead. Oh, the sound of the snap on the morning turf, worse than the crash of the ocean surf. The machinery breaks and the strength goes cold, a tragic conclusion for the brave and the bold. The doctors are coming, their faces are grim as the light of the future is starting to dim. Spoke of needles and a quiet sleep to end the agony in shadows deep. But as I stood upon 3 working feet, my stubborn heart refused to accept defeat. The ledger of my life was not yet signed, despite the broken biological lines behind. Oh, the sound of the snap on the morning turf, worse than the crash of the ocean surf. The machinery breaks and the strength goes cold, a tragic conclusion for the brave and the bold. The doctors are coming, their faces are grim as the light of the future is starting to dim. Oh, the sound of the snap on the morning turf, worse than the crash of the ocean surf. The machinery breaks and the strength goes cold, a tragic conclusion for the brave and the bold. The doctors are coming, their faces are grim as the light of the future is starting to dim. The stable is silent, the plaster is tight. I stare at the rafters in the middle of the night. They say that my tendons are nothing but clay, that the speed in my spirit has vanished away. But I keep my footing, I stand through the strain, an isolated monarch, absorbing the pain. The hospital ward is a sterile design, with chemicals dripping through a plastic line. The doctors shake their heads at the charts on the bed, whispering darkly of the shadow ahead. But I lock my jaw as the poison goes in, refusing to let this grim harvest begin.
Aligned, leaving the ledger of surrender behind. One in the shadow and one in the ward, fighting a battle that cannot be ignored. Hold on to the heartbeat, refuse to give way. We are marching together toward a glorious day. I hear the wind howl through the cracks in the wood, wishing I stood where the wild yearling stood. But I feel a strange presence, a brother in grief, a long-distance runner who shares my belief. He's fighting his monster beneath the white light, and his stubbornness gives me the strength for the fight. Oh, two broken bodies, two spirits aligned, leaving the ledger of surrender behind. One in the shadow and one in the ward, fighting a battle that cannot be ignored. Hold on to the heartbeat, refuse to give way. We are marching together toward a glorious day. All fallen, my strength is a ghost, but I think of the horse that I value the most. They told him he's finished, they told me I'm dead, but we've got a date with the spruce up ahead. The general is waiting, his plaster will break, and I will be ready for the ride we must take. Oh, two broken bodies, two spirits aligned, leaving the ledger of surrender behind. One in the shadow and one in the ward, fighting a battle that cannot be ignored. Hold on to the heartbeat, refuse to give way. We are marching together toward a glorious day. Broken bodies, two spirits aligned, leaving the ledger of surrender behind. One in the shadow and one in the ward, fighting a battle that cannot be ignored. Hold on to the heartbeat, refuse
refuse to give away. We are marching together toward a glorious day.
frost was thick upon the morning lane. Two ghosts returning from the house of pain. My tendon scarred, his lungs still burning cold. A pair of ruins that the winter had to hold. We didn't run, we didn't dare to try. Just measured heartbeats underneath the graying sky. hand was steady on my leather rein, a silent language balancing the strain. He leaned against my shoulder, breathing deep, where the dark memories of the wars would creep. One step together through the frozen mud, awakening the iron in our stagnant blood. Oh, it's a long walk back from the edge of the grave, finding the courage that the silence gave. One step for the rider, one step for the horse, steering the spirit on a dangerous course. No shouting crowds, no silver to track, just the beautiful grit of the long walk back. Week after week across the barren field, watching the fractures slowly start to yield. The wind was biting, but the grip was true, rebuilding everything we thought we knew. I felt his strength returning through the leather strap, as we redraw the boundaries of our racing map. Oh, it's a long walk back from the edge of the grave, finding the courage that the silence gave. One step for the rider, one step for the horse, steering the spirit on a dangerous course. No shouting crowds, no silver to track, just the beautiful grit of the long walk back. Coming, and the ground is soft. The heavy shadows are lifting aloft. The scars remain to tell of where we've been, but we are standing tall within the scene. The long walk ends where the open pastures grow, and now the grandest stage of all begins to show. Oh, it's a long walk back from the edge of the grave, finding the courage that the silence gave. One step for the rider, one step for the horse, steering the spirit on a dangerous course. No shouting crowds, no silver to track, just the beautiful grit of the long walk back. Oh, it's a long walk back from the edge of the grave, from the edge of the grave, finding the courage that the silence gave. Oh, one step for the rider, one step for the horse, step for the horse, steering the spirit on a dangerous course. Oh, no shouting crowds, no silver to track, just the beautiful grit of the long walk back.
grandstands of Ascot were bright in the sun. They gathered to see if the damage was done. A field full of champions, sleek and so fast, and me, the old ghost, with a splint in my past. They looked at my jockey, they looked at my frame, and treated our presence as nothing but a game. The starting tape dropped and the thunder awoke. The silence of rehab officially broke. My hooves hit the turf with a familiar sound as the iron within me reconnected to the ground. The wind in my mane was a glorious shout, washing away every shadow of doubt.
Tendons are holding, the rider is true, reclaiming the kingdom that everyone knew. The roar of the racecourse is turning the page as the resilient spirit takes over the stage. Fence after fence we were clearing the line, a beautiful rhythm by sacred design. Bob sat in the saddle, unyielding and grand, the absolute master of leather and land. The younger pretenders were fading away, unable to match what we brought to the day. Oh, look at him run on the ultimate floor, conquering odds that they couldn't ignore. The tendons are holding, spirit takes over the stage. We surged past the post with a length left to spare. A shockwave of wonder explodes in the air. The critics in silence could only applaud at the absolute power of horse and of God. The prep race is captured, the history signed, and the giant of Aintree is next on our mind. Are holding, the rider is true, reclaiming the kingdom that everyone knew. The roar of the racecourse is turning the page as the resilient spirit takes over the stage. Oh, look at him run on the ultimate floor, conquering odds that they couldn't ignore. The tendons are holding, the rider is true, reclaiming the kingdom that everyone knew. The roar of the racecourse is turning the page as the resilient spirit takes over the stage.
giant barriers stood frozen in the gray. In the ultimate arena of our destiny today. The hospital ward was distant, the plaster cast was gone. As we stepped into the Coliseum underneath the dawn. The handicaps were settled, the starting tape went high, and 39 contenders charged beneath the April sky. We flew across the opening ditch, the rhythm locked in tight. Bob sat like iron in the plate, a beacon in the fight. The wind was roaring in my ears, my scarred leg pushing strongly, proving to the doubters where a warrior belongs. The ground was shaking underfoot and the rivals started falling. But through the chaos of the turf, our destiny was calling. Storming over Betcher's Brook, rising through the tears, conquering the mountain that we stared at through the years. The champion and the general are breaking every rule. A miracle of steel and soul to make the critics drool. The roof is lifting off the stands, the Liverpool echoes roar, as the broken bones and miracles rewrite the racing floor. We turned the corner for the home, the open straight was clear. Only Spartan missile is left to challenge from the rear. My lungs were burning fiercely, my tendons screaming, but I carried every cancer ward and every weeping crowd. Bob gave me just a gentle touch, no need to use the whip, as the ultimate reality began to lose its grip. Storming over Betcher's Brook, rising through the tears, conquering the mountain that we stared at through the years. The champion and the general are breaking every rule. A miracle of steel and soul to make the critics drool. The roof is lifting off the stands, the Liverpool echoes roar, as the broken bones and miracles rewrite the racing floor. We crossed the poster winner, the grandstands fell apart. An explosion of pure human love that fractured every heart. From the edge of the dark graveyard to the legendary crown, we brought the greatest story in the racing world right down. The rider with the broken lungs, the horse with ruined clay, had conquered the ultimate mountain at the end of the day. Storming over Betcher's Brook, rising through the tears, conquering the mountain that we stared at through the years. The champion and the general are breaking every rule. A miracle of steel and soul to make the critics drool. The roof is
broken bones and miracles rewrite the racing floor. Storming over Betcher's Brook, rising through the tears, conquering the mountain that we stared at through the years. The champion and the general are breaking every rule, a miracle of steel and soul to make the critics drool. The roof is lifting off the stands, the Liverpool echoes roar, as the broken bones and miracles rewrite the racing floor.
The earth falls away and the history clears, leaving behind all the sweat and the tears. The grandstands of Liverpool fade into white as the line of the horizon explodes into light. No iron on the hoof and no bit in the mouth. We are turning our faces away from the south. The clouds have divided, the sky is wide open to a country where words are no longer spoken. We hit the great coastline where time stands so still, beyond the constraints of a handicapper's will. Three champions step out on the shimmering floor, leaving the burdens they carried before. No numbers on blankets, no silk on the chest, just three noble runners are completely at rest. The sand is like diamonds, the ocean is gold, and the ultimate story is about to unfold.
With no names on the shore, we carry the titles of mortals no more. No weights in the saddle, no fences to leap, just an eternal boundary we're destined to keep. Galloping free where the waves hit the sun, the ultimate race has been finally won. Nijinsky is stepping with aristocratic grace, with the warrior of Southport right next in the chase. And the spirit of Aldaniti is leading the stride, with thousands of wild horses close at their side. A sea of pure motion, a thundering crowd, running unbridled far over the cloud. They are the guardians of this sacred space, ensuring no master can conquer the place. We are the horses with no names on the shore. We carry the titles of mortals no more. No weights in the saddle, no fences to leap, just an eternal boundary we're destined to keep. Galloping free where the waves hit the sun, the ultimate
peace is forever free as we march to the pulse of the infinite sea. The ledger of man has been left far behind, replaced by the freedom of body and mind. Look up from the dirt of the race courses below and witness the beauty of where the souls go. We run for no silver, we run for no fame, just three pure creators returning the claim. We are the horses with no names on the shore. We carry the titles of mortals no more. No weights in the saddle, no fences to leap, just an eternal boundary we're destined to keep. Galloping free where the waves hit the sun, the ultimate race has been finally won. We are the horses with no names on the shore. We carry the titles of mortals no more. No weights in the saddle, no fences to leap, just an eternal boundary we're destined to keep. Galloping free where the waves hit the sun, the ultimate race has been finally won.